of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Los Angeles Rams. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, it's gone. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And a loose football. And the Redskins scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Opening drive fumble, and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And, Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
Following the fumble recovery, Smith. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And, Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Marshall. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th. So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. And Hopkins' kick is good. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though? when they only gave up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Goff. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now a first down throw. Gone. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. That throw good for 4. It's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Goff on first down. And this will be a dump off for Kelly. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
To throw on second down is gone. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run for it with Kelly. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now Goff on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, It tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Here's Goff. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Trying to get it to Woods. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now they'll run it on the toss. Shifts by him. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves them with 3rd and just a couple.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Marshall. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show mom that he gets to play in the game.
So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Febrezey to punt it away. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Febrezey on to punt the football. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They begin with a run by Davis. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. From his goal line here, Goff. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
DC. 5. Go, 12. Go. Harbaugh.
Goff on 3rd down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Crowder now to return. A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
On 1st and 10, Smith. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Mark Barron. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And here's Marshall. And now running right through it. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Third and long, it's Smith. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Here's a give to Davis. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Goff. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Rams on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. And maybe a little frustration from Goff as he'll turn and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Rams on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead grows to 10-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now a handoff to Davis. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2 for 66. 12. 17.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Goff. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. That'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now it's Crowder. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Hey, back up, back up, back up, back up.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Tiger. You got 4. You got 4. Liz. 12, 12, 12. Let's go, yellow.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. It's caught inside the 25. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Liz. 15, yeah. Hey, lock in.
From the red zone now, Smith. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Redskins who have the lead here. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Crowder. His second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Well, it's a Gruden family trait to be aggressive, and Jay's going to go for 2 here. From the gun, here's Smith. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
It got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right?
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now we've got whistles here before the snap. Was this on the Redskins? I think so. A false start backs him up 5, first and 15. They'll run with Marshall. And he'll take this one down to the 36. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On second down, here's Smith. Buying time to his left. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Now that's an offensive line you and I can play behind. How about the amount of time they gave their guy to scan the field and find someone open? Had all night, and in a game like this, probably should just put a spotlight on them instead of the quarterback.
Hey, let's roll.
On third down, that's Marshall. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that one ups the lead to 22-0. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been threes.
The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 120. Value three.
On 2nd and 10, gone. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's the first catch of the game for Kupp, and he's got a first down. On 1st and 10, gone. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Matt Ioannidis in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. 3rd and long. It's gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he'll get inside of Washington's 15 before being taken down. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
Shell.
A first down carry for Davis. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
180. Super one.
Here's Goff. Underneath to Davis. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long, he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Smith. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
15. Liz. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man.
On first down, it's Smith. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's King. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap for Smith. This one caught by Crowder. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Throwing is Smith. On the catch, it's Crowder. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Smith will bring his guys up 1st and 10, and he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game.
Yellow. 15.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go. 15, yeah. Check three. Liz. Hey, back up. Slot.
Throwing again. Smith escaping the pressure right. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Hey, gun. Settle down, huh? Great team.
Throwing again is Smith. And his pass incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Smith throwing again. That is caught at the 7-yard line. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. The Redskins on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. To the air again. Smith. Flush to his right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Check. Check out route.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw is incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. That'll bring up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, Goff again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zach Brown coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Goff. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Pulled in at the 24. Oh, shifty. Whoa. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe... Yeah, you've taught me this before. Maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
15. Double.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And he fires one incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Third and long, it's Smith. Steps away to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Hey, gun. Hey, 12. Got four down.
On 1st and 10, Smith. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's King. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Again, Smith. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
On first down, Smith eluding the pressure right. He's going to go up top for the ends and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at their own 24. Back to throw. Goff. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10. Back to the air. Goff on second down. A dump off for Davis. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Call it a gain of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Rams on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be third and 5. To throw is Goff. Setting up the screen to Kelly. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3. Goff now to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. From the red zone now, Goff. He'll leave it for Kelly, complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Goff now looks to throw. Flushed out right. Escaping the pressure right. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Go. 20. Go. Motion. Super. Right over there.
Again, Goff. Underneath to Davis. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. To the air again, Goff. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off inside the 10. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Hey, back up. I'm coming after you. Hey, slot.
Throwing now, Smith. Flush, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
can't stop it. The stream.